So here's why Donald Trump should reclaim all 400,000 acres that China owns in America. China owns 383,935 acres in America. It is owned by Chinese investors. 0 acres land in China owned by Americans. They own, what do they own? They own the heartland and they own the oil. They own Texas. They own farming. They own all of this stuff. Donald Trump should 100% legitimately just say no. Just say, you don't own it anymore. The U.S. government owns it now, and we're going to put it up for sale to Americans. Like,
now, do you compensate the legitimate kind of businesses or businessmen that aren't connected to the Chinese government, but they're just Chinese? Do you compensate them, or do you kind of relinquish it like FDR took the gold?
Correct. You just take it. You just take it. Like China takes all of our patents. Like China takes everything that we create and then just sells it back to us. Like most, did you know
like it with intellectual property that they were stealing as well?
Right. So when we send stuff to China, it is a known fact for manufacturing that, like, let's say Luke Co. You already know this, but I'm just sharing this with chat, and this is why I have such a hard line on taking their farmland. This is like Luke Co. sends your new widget design to get printed in China. By the time you get your product back, China will have stolen the design and it will be for sale in America called Ching Chong Bing Bong #1 widget, and it will be cheaper than yours.
Yeah, because you don't have to deal with the tariffs.
They do.
You do.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, they charge you retail prices and then they manufacture it at cost. So this happens with all of our power tools. This happens with all of our. This is why people can say, you know, it's cheap and it's just as good, because in a lot of cases, it is. Like, there's some Chinesium DeWalt drill out there that I don't even know what the brand is, but it's just as good as DeWalt because it's probably made with the exact same parts and the exact, you know what I mean?
With just a different logo on it, which is routinely what happens because companies go over there and then they open up this. They don't even need to open up separate factories. It's the same factory, but there's a new kind of shift that happens where they just literally change the name on it, create the same exact product, but sell it at a cheaper rate there.
Yeah, I mean, you take 345,000 acres away from China, which is probably worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Yeah. And not even that, it's just strategically, you know, like all that kind of stuff. I don't really know what is going on, how we allowed that to happen, but I say we take it. And what is China going to do? China say, oh, that's a very dishonorable, Wook. You can't take away, and we bought. Oh, sorry. Okay, we'll exchange your 345,000 acres in America for 345,000 acres in mainland China that we will farm and we will sell you, your people, products and services from. You know, if you want to really get blackpilled, look at how many homes China owns in America. Yeah. How deep China is in our real estate market.
Well, there's also serious conversations about them buying strategic land by U.S. military bases.
Correct.
As well, which
that
is
butt up against it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Trump should just continue to escalate this, because for so long, all these dork libs are like, oh, the status quo, because they're all commies. They're like, oh, this is so great. America could never live with the cheap stuff. Did you see? For this alone, I think that we should take. Hold on, let me show this. I think for this reason alone, we take. Did you see the video China put out yesterday about Americans?
Yeah, the AI video of the fat Americans working in factories. This is the point that I just made. Earlier, because it's not going to be Americans, it's going to be automation, it's going to be robots.
Right. And this is such an Go ahead.
No. This is the point that I was kind of alluding to in the beginning that I made the vocal point of my video, saying, because Dave Chappelle came out and he in a comedy set was criticizing Donald Trump, saying he's acting like he's high, he doesn't know what he's doing, there's no plan here. And Dave Chappelle said, quote, I want to wear Nikes, I don't want to make Nikes.
Right.
But he doesn't understand it's not him. With the way that automation and robotics is increasing and is becoming more and more relevant, the industrial manufacturing base is just going to be robots. We're on the precipice of it already being totally robots. So there's no Chinese cheap slave labor. It's just robots and them controlling the means of production. And I think this is why Donald Trump's move right now is so crucial. So
why do you think Tesla's pumping?
Yeah, we could actually bring back the manufacturing, bring back the factories, start up the robotics, and actually be a country that is propelled in its hegemony rather than just shooting itself in the foot, which it previously did beforehand. And no one's going to be making the Nikes. It's all going to be robots that are going to be doing it.
Yeah, you are 100% correct. And this is not something the left understands. This meme was being shared by leftist accounts. I think it's hilarious. But like, how did it work last time someone called Americans lazy and fat? You know, like this is, I mean, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like this, I like, okay, this is funny to me.
Yeah.
Like they're making underwear too, which is hilarious. But like you said, the Chinese aren't even hand sewing these.
Yeah.
These are going through fucking machines. This is such a spectacular self-own. Like it's like he's like so sad. Oh, making my iPhone. This is not done by hand in China either.
Yeah.
This is a spectacular self-own.
I have another video to compare that because this is the real video. I just sent it to you in the chat here. The audio doesn't matter. But just you know, play the video here on YouTube here without the audio, because that's not the reality of the situation. As most factories now in China don't even have that happen in their own warehouse. Right. This is what happens, and what you see here are robots doing all of the labor. All of the work here. You look at how Teslas are produced inside of.
There's about 6 people in there.
There's like 6 people. They're wearing yellow vests.
Yeah.
They have their little hard hat and they have their little pieces of paper that they walk around and they're like, okay, yeah, this works. Soon they're going to be even replaced by the AI kind of robots that Tesla.
Optimus robots will be doing it.
But this is modern manufacturing already, and that is supposed to be updated to a new form of manufacturing where it's going to go completely, absolutely robotically done through this new form of engineering, which is being propelled here. I mean, they're able to weld, they're able to handle, they're able to package. There's a new kind of Amazon warehouse hub in Florida that serves all of Florida. I don't know if you've seen this one. I'm going to try to pull up the video here, but it is a huge mega warehouse of just robots packaging, moving stuff around, and it was just shocking to see personally.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I say we take their farmland, because, like you said, we don't. All this is going to do is going to pump automation companies to the moon. Yeah. Like, do you know how many freaking? There's a reason Tesla's up 20% today. Anybody and any company, I bet you, in automation is going to be crushing it. That's why, like,
here's another video I sent you of nearly 1 million robots.
Oh yeah, this is great. I've seen this one. Yeah.
Doing all the freaking work here. The scale of this is just absolutely insane. When you kind of go into the middle of the video, you're able to see just the vastness, and then there's the one guy that soon's going to be replaced by them.
Yeah, Sandeep's there just to for the camera
now, the
photo
question that Americans need to ask themselves are the products going to be coming from China that you're seeing there? Look at the scale of that.
Yeah.
Are those going to be Chinese products or are those going to be American products? Okay. What products do you want sold and distributed? Because unless you're making something, you're not going to have money to spend on something. So if you want money to spend on something, you're going to
we need to make it.
We need to make it. And we don't make anything. We don't make jack. I mean, the scale of this is just insane. Yeah,
I mean, that's why I'm saying that this is, I say we continue to escalate, and Trump, that's a geniusness of the 90-day thing. what's gonna happen is Trump's gonna make a bunch of allies with countries that can stopgap this, and then we're gonna automate it into the moon. Like you mean to tell me that since America's importing all the smartest Indians, I guess all the dumb ones are left in India. So somehow I'm supposed to believe the dumb ones are smarter than all the Americans? No, we're going to build these huge automation. We already have them. We're going to build huge automation factories that run in a bunch of giant Roombas like this. We don't need China. Like, yeah, there'll be temporary pain, but it's not what, like, it's just, communists want you to think, the leftists want you to think, oh my God, we'll never survive without China. Well, with that attitude is why it's like that. Yeah. What's going to you take their land, what's going to happen? Are they going to launch nukes on us because we took their land? No, they're not going to do that. They're going to take it. They'll sit there and take it. So it's just like the Russia thing.
Yeah.
Trump is kind of guilty of that too. Like, oh, China, this big scary ghost. Well, how about we do something about it?